think I'm just gonna quickly try to do something with these old sensors. You could smell the wood from out here. I'm not even looking at my phone and stuff. Let's see. I want to. I'm gonna have to open the door. You can smell that wood drying. Definitely coming out that crack. I need to hurry up and make the door. Probably can't use any of this video, but you know what? Maybe I'll just go ahead and open the door and do some stuff. Alrighty, got the door opened up. I really should have turned these bad boys off before I come out here because it's cold out here. Blowing cold air on me. So the game plan here, I'm going to short this one with a little piece of wire. Then this other easy to get to one was lazy and it put lugs on it. This is a good one to make open. And then I'll come back and put lugs on it. Here we go. That one's open. This one, I'm just gonna, oops. This one I'm just gonna short out a little piece of copper wire. Alrighty then, we got a little piece of copper wire on that one. Here we have this one open. We'll run inside, see what kind of data we're getting from this dude over here. And then we'll go from there. I'm freezing. I got to build a door on this thing. As soon as I was about to walk away, the fans turned off. Maybe with the door open, decides it's not worth running them. But when I came in, I was kind of curious why the fans went off, and this blue line is what really turns them on. I have them set to run for 20 minutes and off for 10. So once it goes over its set point, it just basically runs and stops every 10 minutes. That's why you see it looking like this. But this blue line, once it gets below a certain point, they won't come back on. That looks like what really happened. It didn't just time out. It went below the set point. So that's kind of neat. All right, I've came inside, and rather than looking at the database immediately, I'm looking at live data here. These shorter sentences are our moisture content. These longer ones are the environment data. It's got our temperature, humidity, all that kind of good stuff. So what we're really looking here are these sensors. We got 5 different ones: M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. M4 and M5 are the ones we just poked around with. The 4095 is open. The 0 is the one that's shorted. So what we would wonder is, do those things kind of flop around or they stay solid at that reading? I'm not sure if we're going to learn anything from this test, but I may let it run for a little while. We'll go take a look at the database and see if you can tell anything when we map it out. All right, here's a look at our database. So I pulled 1 day of data. This is where we made the changes. The purple one is the one that we shorted. The red one would be the one that we left open. What I find interesting here, honestly, the purple one is the one with a long cable run. The red one is probably one of the shorter ones, but also one that is closest to AC. So I wonder if that's a hint. All right, I have pulled 7 days of data. You can see where we made the changes. The purple one again was shorted, and that was the longer cable. The red one was open, and that one is closer to AC, and it's one of the biggest noisy ones. So are we dealing with AC getting onto our wire? Maybe a shielded wire might help. There we go. Whatever. Here's what we're working with. Basically, so really the analog to digital converter is reading a voltage, and this thing goes through a voltage divider, with known resistance values, so then it can calculate what the resistance should be. But if we're getting some sort of voltage induced on this thing, it's going to throw it all off. Anyway, so the next thing I'm going to try to do here, I guess, is just go out there and simply get some jumpers and clip on this little resistor of unknown value, which will quickly turn into a known value. I don't really know all the color code stuff. 120K. Yeah, we'll just do it and see what it does. All right, we're back out at the kiln. We're going to put that resistor down here. But interestingly, this is, what is this? AC. Well, it's definitely AC, but, well, here's the, sorry, I'm probably zoomed way in. This is the input AC. This one feeds one of the fans. It feeds the circulation fan. So you might, well, that's good to know. So you can go look when the circulation fans come on, see if it gets noise here. But they don't run that often. Anyway, let me get this thing clipped on there. All right, well, there you have it. We have a resistor clipped on between our leads, and we're just going to let it run like that overnight. I'm going to leave it like this for now, but I might reroute this cable. I can't reroute it that much. Maybe I'll dig around and see if I can find some shielded cable. But anyway, let's go take one quick last look and see what 120K looks like going through the ADC. So anyway, that's our solid state relay, controls the fans. Over here is the voltage divider for the moisture content sensors and the drivers to control the fan. And then this is our brain on the left, and on the right is what they call a multiplexer for the 3 temperature humidity sensors. Anyway, alrighty then, let's go see. Oops, sorry for the finger. Let's go see what that looks like. All right, got the door rolled back down. It's definitely a little bit of a pain, but it's good enough for now. I've got to build the door. Pretty sure I've said that at least 3 times in this video. Let's go see what that resistor looks like. All right, we'll take one quick last look here on the last day. You can see where we put that 120K. That brings it way on down here, near closer to fully shorted. So it'll be interesting to see over the next day or so if that starts picking up all this noise or not. Well, we'll let it run like that for probably a day and just see what it looks like. And that'll wrap this video up. But I think we might have learned something. Maybe we got problems with AC getting onto our lines or something like that. So maybe we'll look at some shielded cable. You probably don't want to sit and stare at this while I'm talking. Let me think of something else here. I'm not the selfie type, but oh, look at that. That's my voice thingy. But you're probably hearing it out of the phone. Good test. Is this better audio? Anyway, so what was I gonna say? We did learn maybe that we got some AC on the line, so we could try shielded cable. And for the 4th time, I've got to build a door. Put on that thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it was less boring than the last one. See you next time.